is a special date night episode. That's why I look the way I do. And I just thought it's important to talk about relationships here during quarantine. And it is, Glenn and I got, we had our fill of sweatpants and ordering pizzas and Netflix and that whole thing. And my buttercup, you are not going to believe this. Hold on. Oh, shoot. I can't. Wait. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to read it on my phone. Let me see if I can pull it up. Is it? Because I totally, oh yes. Okay, I can pull it up on this here. Okay, so my butter, so there's I don't know how many Michelin star restaurants it is in LA. Can you guys still see me when I go to another screen? Let me know. So there's this restaurant in LA that we sometimes have gone to for Valentine's Day. I don't know if we've done a New Year's Eve there. We've definitely done a birthday there. It's called Melise. It's in Santa Monica. And it's just, it's just one of those favorite special occasion kind of spots. And my baby tells me that we have special date night tonight and that he has ordered from Melise. I'm like, what? Melise is doing something right now? So check out what this king of a man has done. He orders the tasting menu, and we're going to start with salad Melise. It's market greens and shaved vegetables tossed with a summer truffle vinaigrette and shaved Parmesan. Basil brioche with basically salted butter. Lobster bolognese. Cappelli pasta, brown butter, and truffle sauce. A duo of braised beef cheeks and filet, potato puree, asparagus, and mushrooms. And then a crepes layered with 5 flavors of chocolate. And apparently, not like we can't do our own, but it comes with like a cocktail and wine service. I'm just like, baby love. I mean, peonies and, like this extravagant dinner from Melise. I'm just like, well, then I got to get my game on. So I have been, getting out of quarantine style, and I did a special eye situation today. It's always awkward before it's elegant, ladies. I worked on my smoky eye, so that's that story. I tried these new magnetic lashes. I don't know what we think yet. I may need a little. Do we like them? What do you think? Can you tell what's going on here? It's like that. But at least I got them on, so I was kind of I was proud of myself there. And did I see Krishan? Everybody send my favorite editor, amazing editor, a birthday note right now. This amazing woman's birthday was yesterday, and the only reason you have the audacity to be queen in your heart and in your mind and in your library is because of this amazing woman. Give her some birthday love in the comments right now. Everybody celebrate Krishan and celebrate the queen that she is, and thank her for her vision, because you would never have access to this book without this incredible queen. So I want to see all the birthday wishes for the amazing Krishan before we go any further. That's right. Give her some love. Give her some love. Kendall's here, Krishan. Glenn's here. Abigail from my team is here. We all love you and appreciate you and are so grateful for you. And then look if you just got a birthday wish from Shane, you like now you can really bring in this next year around the sun, because yes, all the queens are giving you the big love, Krishan. Okay, so back to date night. So I did a smoky eye. I tried these new lashes. I painted look at my little nails. Grow. Glenn sent me peonies. I'm still getting used to my au naturel hair. And I did makeup. It looks a little better on Instagram because I did makeup and have a filter, but it looks okay on Facebook too. Oh, and you can't probably tell. I got this, a friend of mine sent me this really delightful body glitter, and it's not like Katy Perry glitter. It's like really light. It's like this body oil. You can see it, like, it just like has like the right shimmer and sparkle in person. If you guys are interested, if you ladies are interested, I can feature that sometime next week. So leave a comment and let me know if you want to see the products I'm using. Oh, and I mean, in terms of keeping it real, I bought this like super cool like air spray color situation for grays. So it's like, Regina wants to see the glitter. Okay, and do you want to see like what it, like the grays are gone. It's a little lighter than my hair shade, so I have another one coming tomorrow. I'm kind of playing with them, but who knew? Like, the beauty maintenance could get kind of simple. I mean, at least when I do get to Europe for months on end in the summer, I'll always know how to take care of myself more than usual. And been having fun with it and actually feeling good and feeling like a little bit more like myself. But I'm going to put on heels tonight, and we're going to light the candles and just, you know, all the good things, all the good things. So I have to really take this time to thank my king of a husband for changing it up. Because, you know, I don't know about you, but we work all day, every day behind our computers. On any night, particularly even a Friday night, we just want to like put on our comfy clothes and kick it up and kind of do the usual or the familiar. And I feel so much more me, like getting dressed up and doing myself up and knowing that we're going to like sit out on the deck and have this like beautiful meal with music and candles. Like, he's such the romantic. And one thing that's so amazing about Glenn is he doesn't get lazy in relationship. And I think that it's just so important. I think that for those of us that have great partners in our life that every day, but maybe just since this is the message of today, make sure that you are just telling your partner how much you are appreciative of the partnership and how much you love your beloved and how grateful you are. And in my case, if Babylove is still there, but he does tend to have an attention span of me on IG for about 3 seconds, so he's probably gone by now. But, you know, baby, you just make the biggest difference in my life, and I am so grateful for you. And there's no one I would rather be quarantined with. And I hope you like my date night look. And thank you for making the extra effort. It's just so much better, you know. Like, look, there's a place for like the comfort and the slouchiness. Like, I'm all about the comfy. But it feels good. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with myself when I put on heels. I'm not wearing heels right now, but I'm gonna like feel like myself again. Thank you, Sharzad. Sharzad, you got to go back to the beginning and see what's actually going on. This is like all about relationships and what Glenn has done to just make this Friday so ridiculously epic. And, you know, I think whether it's a romantic relationship in your life or other relationships that you are just so grateful for, and you want to send someone a message or a DM or a text and let them know that. It was so interesting. Yesterday, I got a Voxer of all things from somebody that we have not been in touch in at least 10 years. And I actually think longer than that. We knew each other at the beginning of our entrepreneurial journeys, and she lives in the UK. And she like happened to see some video or something, and she just said that she wanted to reach out, and she just wanted to thank me for the work that I do in the world, and that I've kept going, and that it's a bright light, and she bought my book and hasn't read it yet, but just like, she just wanted to take the moment to say thank you. It's like, you know, we are all so busy that she took the time to reconnect and say hello. I just think that, I mean, it touched my heart in the biggest way. And, you know, you might think that people that you watch or you follow, or even your friends or family, like people tell them how great they are all the time, or tell them how much they appreciate them all the time. But, you know, what I'm finding here is just relationships. It just makes life worth living. You know, the romantic relationship, the friendship relationship, the colleague relationships. It's just, I'm a little speechless right now because the universe has just been answering my prayers about flooding me with all of the good feelings around relationships. My friendships are thriving, and as I'm promoting the book and reaching out to different podcasts and that kind of thing, it was interesting. I got an email yesterday, or somebody said, "Oh, well, thank you, Tracy. Thank you. I got an email yesterday from I had reached out to do someone's podcast, and in all fairness, like I sort of know who, we know who each other are from a distance. I don't know that we necessarily hit it off, but we don't not hit it off. And I just thought that I would reach out and be like, hey, I've got a new book. What's up with you? And, do you think, would it be a fit for me to be a guest on your podcast? Hard no came back, sent back by her team. And it was like, we're going to pass on Gina being on this particular podcast right now. And I was like, well then, I'm just going to adjust my crown and carry on. And this is totally someone who's in the industry, same late, the whole thing. I was like, not even we're all booked up. We're just going to pass. And I was like, I'll give her an A for honesty. Good for her. And then literally 2 minutes later, I had to get on a call, and it was with a newer friend / newer someone that I had been on their podcast. And this person, and you're gonna, if you don't already know her, I'm going to be introducing you to her soon. Can't get enough of me. It's like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. Let me introduce you to this person and that person. And I love your book, and your book has changed my life. And can we do lunch as soon as we get out of quarantine? And it's and it was just this total and complete love fest. And I was like, yes. And so I really want you to know, the relationships that you either are cultivating or can be cultivating right now, please develop relationships. Everyone is sitting behind their computers. Everyone is reading their DMs. Reach out but reach out for the people that it's really right for, because I have to out myself also. I reached out and I was like, whatever, kind of, it was just a fishing expedition. And, that person who I reached out to deserves to have people who are like, oh my God, I listen to your podcast every day. I love it so much. I'm a huge fan. It would be such an honor to be on your podcast. She deserves that. And I deserve to be received oh my gosh, you can't get enough. And you deserve to be received, oh my gosh, you can't get enough. And so I want you to really make an effort to develop relationships now. Develop relationships. Reach out for the genuine ones, the ones who you follow and you think would never respond. There's this total influencer who I have followed for years and sort of obsessed over. And I was has this massive following. And I like her stuff, but I never even comment because she's got hundreds of thousands of comments. And I was just I just followed her for years. Couldn't love her stuff more. Never thought about DMing her. Never even thought about leaving a comment. And then finally I'm here and I'm you know what? I genuinely love her stuff. I would love to send her a book. And I DM'd her. I started commenting on some things. I started DMing her, and she would respond back. And I was hey, introduce myself, got this book, if you'd like a copy, send me your address. And she did. So it's for that one, I'm not going to get anything out of that. It's she doesn't have a podcast. It's not about that. I just really loved her work, and I genuinely told her that. And I just asked her if I could send her my book, and she said yes and gave me her address. So, Audacity to be Queen is landing in her inbox. If not today, then Monday. So I just want you to be in your full queen power. And there are so many cool queens for you to be connecting with. There's so many awesome, amazing women here in the Divine Living community. And there's so many amazing women here on Instagram or Facebook or whatever platform is where your people are at. So reach out and develop real relationship, even though it's not in real life right now, but real relationship. The real relationships I am meeting and cultivating on Zoom, it is so much fun. It is so much fun. It's not as fun as being in person, and I can't wait to see them in person, and I better be seeing them in the south of France praying this summer in person, but right now I'm having an absolute blast with the people it's right for. So I don't want you to get tripped up like the old Gina, meaning the younger Gina, meaning like the princess, the little Miss Perfect self Gina, the victim Gina would have like gotten herself all in a tizzy about that. We're going to pass on Gina being on the podcast. And instead, Queen Gina really took it in as the lesson. So develop the relationships, whether it is your romantic relationship, which Babylove has just done such a great job of making this Friday sparkle that much more, or it's your friendships, or it's your community, whatever it is. You know, the feminine is about relationships. Queens are about relationships. Queens do not isolate. If you haven't read chapter 18 in my book yet, it's about belonging. So let yourself absolutely belong. But create the belonging also. That's something that I've been doing. I've been getting out of my comfort zone. I've been asking for introductions. I've been introducing myself, but all I want to say is it's really about you showing up for you from the most genuine place. And when it's right, you don't have to force it. You don't have to convince. You don't need to be the slave girl. When people pass on you, move on, because there's so many people that are going to be just celebrating you and so grateful that you have come into their lives. All right. So with that, any thoughts, comments, or questions before we wrap up this amazing Friday? Beautiful comments. All right. So Krishan, I'm trying to read your comment, but I can't next to my dress. I need to wear like a solid because it's Queen Gina, because so many of us believe in, thank you. Someone said, so true. Great. Thank you. Shane says, I needed this exact message. I'm guessing is what's going to be coming up. What's happening over here in Facebook? Oh, Edith Hall, I see you, gorgeous. How you doing? Molly, hello. Lisa, hi. Lisa says, how about leg waxing? That's 2021 goals for me. I'm not quite going there yet. Lisa says, I'm single, so no one to dress up for, but it's fun. You know what, Lisa? Buy some luxurious pajamas. When I'm home alone, when Glenn's out of town, I love a great pajama set. I want you to go buy yourself some luxurious pajamas and enjoy being home alone. Campoli says, my arms are looking hot. Great. I'm glad that you got my good angle here. Tracy and dressing up. Yes. Hi, Gina. This is great. Beautiful. Any other thoughts or any tips to inspire? I knew this was coming. Any tips to inspire a man to take this action? So I will admit I hold a level of requirement is not the word. What do I want to say? As a queen, I do have an expectation. Part of what I love is I love surprises. I love variety. And my man knows that. And I also like him to take the initiative. You know, like sometimes he'll ask me, what do you want to do? But he knows that's sort of my least favorite question. I don't like to make decisions around date night. I like him to initiate and take the lead and do that. So I guess I've let him know. He's great at it anyways. I will say that. But I remember one year when he gave me a massage. I think it was a massage and a manicure, some spa gift certificate for. It was some spa service for my birthday. We were in Vegas, and we were at dinner. So like that was during the day. And then we were at dinner, and I was like waiting for my box with the bow, and like it never came. And like then like dinner came, dessert came, wrapped up, and I'm like, that's when the box with the bow is supposed to come. What's going on here? And he looks at me and he's like, what's wrong with you? And I said, well, did you get me a present? And he said, well, yeah, I sent you to the spa. I said, that's just standard. When it's a special day, I need a box with a bow. I like an actual present. And I wasn't like bitchy about it. I was just stating my preference. The man has never missed anything. Like he celebrates the anniversary of our first date, any anniversary, birthday, Christmas, any of it. There is a box and a bow. And even at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm good. Like and he's like, no, there will be a box and a bow. So I think that you need to communicate with your man what's important to you. So let's see, if he didn't do this or things like this on a regular basis, I would say it would make a big difference to me if you surprised me with something like flowers or a gift periodically. And then I feel really feminine and I feel really cherished and seen when you send me flowers. That's one way. And then if it was about dinner or this kind of thing, what would I say? I would say I would love it if you would plan us a really spectacular date night. And then, he's going to give you that look like he's a guy, so he's like, wait, what does she mean? What does she want? What is she saying? A spectacular, we're in quarantine. What do we do? Your job is not to coach him. Let your man be good at being a man and you just leave it. I would love it if you would plan a spectacular date night for us on quarantine. That's probably what I would say. And then he would know what to do. Men don't like to be told what to do. If it's like my man, you might like get that date night like on like Tuesday. Because men they're going to do it their way. And be grateful for it and be happy for it whenever it does show up. But I would just clearly communicate. I would very simply ask for what you want. So, I'm really looking for some more variety. We've, ordered pizza or we've watched that show or we've done this a lot. And I'd like to be surprised. Did that answer your question? Any other questions on, hold on, I can't read this when I wear a pattern situation. Let me see if this helps for a second. Sorry, one moment. Yellow is not helpful either. It's still a pattern. I'm gonna have to put glasses on. That's just where we're at, people. That is where we are at. Okay. Someone else wrote, I watched you and listened to you about the universe and it being in front of you. Well, yesterday I kept getting people asking me if I made greeting cards and I thought it before, but never did. Awesome. Loving this today. Thank you for your work. Need this message. I like your honesty. I was isolated for a long time. Cool. Any other thoughts, comments, or questions on the date night on the Friday? Thank you for the direction on not telling our men how to plan. I need to get him to lead. Yeah, I don't like leading. I don't like leading my company, let alone my man. I like being a visionary. But leadership, it's an art, it's a skill set. I do it when I need to, but definitely I'm unavailable to lead my man. He's great at being a man and he can initiate and he knows his woman, and if your man doesn't, he needs to know his woman, and that's his job. And so I don't go in a rush. Now, I also don't say, I wish you would surprise me, and then he comes home with his Italian dinner and you're like, I was really hoping for sushi. Like, you got to go with what he's appreciate and love what he's done, even if it's not what you would have picked out that night. If you want to pick something out, then say you're in the mood for sushi. But if you want him to pick it out, let him do it and compliment him on it. Other thoughts, comments, or questions? Oh, Kendall said, can't wait for pics. Me too. I'm just praying that I remember to take them. That is what I'm praying for. But we'll take them and we'll tag Melise because this restaurant is just really special. It's a beautiful jewel in LA. All right, darlings. Anything else on Relationships Friday, date night, in quarantine? Do you want the lashes recommendation? I'm actually digging them. I didn't think I was gonna. I was wondering if it was a little much even for me, but not mad at the magnetic lashes. Cool. All right. Well, darlings, I am gonna go sign off and go to my next meeting. I am just, here's the other thing that I made a commitment to in quarantine. I noticed that I had so many things that I had to do that I wasn't enjoying. I eradicated them all. Like I looked at my calendar today and it's like, I had a coaching call, then there's this, and I've got a team meeting, and then some other people I'm meeting with that I'm just elated to be around. And that's what I want for you. So really, use this time as a queen to spruce things up in every area of your life. Do a little makeup, get dressed up, have a date night, be around people and create the relationships that you really love. And if there is someone you are quarantined with, whether it's a roommate or a lover that you need to just really express gratitude for, go ahead and do that. I know it will be much appreciated. Mwah! Bye for now. And I hope that I remember to post the pics of this epic dinner that's going to be happening tonight. Bye, everyone.